Good afternoon. It's Quant Trade Edge, and I just wanted to do a quick update as the markets are falling apart here, the stock market that is. Just looking at a 15-minute bar of today's action. This right here is the opening bar, and we can put our little Gann indicators on just to help us count the bars, and I'll blow this up as big as I can just to show you what I'm looking at. This was the opening bar, and it made a new low for this current move. And the previous low from February was around 40.94, so it's around here. But you can see this is a very clean two-leg up pattern, and it's also a fairly tight one. You know, we switched from down to up in one bar, up to down in two bars, down to up back in one bar, and this gave us our risk bar. And there wasn't a whole lot of heat from there. That was at 41.44, and we dropped all the way to new lows, all the way down to 40.75. And we're currently in the process of the down two bars, and that hasn't changed yet. It might be changing soon, but it still hasn't changed yet. This was one leg down. This was one leg up. You know, I guess you can count it to here or there, wherever you want to. So when you have these two legs up, you're looking for two legs down. Even if you missed this first move, there was a spot to add right here, or a spot to go short right here. And that was at 41.0950. Or I'm sorry, I guess this being an inside bar, you would do it here, 41.0875, because that low was 41.09. And once you shorted that, the only heat was up to 41.13. You know, barely 4.25 points of heat for what has become 35 points from getting in below there. And then really all this is now two waves down. So if you were just sitting here trailing this to let the market tell you how far it's going, got about 2.5 minutes left, but then your stop would be right here. I mean, currently your stop would be here. The risk of that being, if this were to zoom up here, it's an outside bar and we're still in a downtrend. But that's highly unlikely, and you got to have a stop somewhere. And then here, you can trail your stop to be above this bar, which is fairly close now, 40.85. And we're trading at 40.80, so about 5 points. So, you know, this may be a gross oversimplification, but on a reasonable time frame like 15, 5 and below sometimes tend to get a little noisy. But on the 15-minute, it was very clear. We had an ABC up, and that ABC up was actually the very first two-legged pullback of this entire move. You know, we had I'll just draw the pullbacks. One-legged pullback, one-legged pullback, one-legged pullback, and then this is a two-legged pullback, all the way from that high of 43.03 that we made a few days ago. So, of course, the first two-legged pullback is going to work. If it didn't work, that would have been a really interesting tell by the market. But I posted this on my Twitter account right here as we were approaching this line. Not sure if I can even pull that up here. Yeah, there it is. Just to show you where it is, you know, to take a look at. This here, this is a 5-minute look, but that box is boxing the 15-minute entry bar. So that was right as we were breaking below it at 47.0150 about an hour ago. And that's just how you very objectively trade the swings. You know, this entire move down, one leg, one leg, one leg, our first two leg. Well, then our two leg gets pushed down, a retracement, and a push down again. So, and it does look like, you know, now our stop would be very close, or this would even be a spot to take a stab at a long, 40.85, if we get through that. So anyway, just wanted to point that out, that especially on what seems like a choppy and noisy day, if you move it up a time frame, things look a lot clearer. And in retrospect, they look obvious, but don't underestimate trading in the heat of battle. That always plays with your mind at a different level than just analyzing the market without a position. So anyway, if you like this content, please like it, subscribe it, get the notification bells because some of the stuff is timely. And let's go again. I'll update again in the afternoon.